Good afternoon, chat. I'm here. Alive. And well. Well. It's probably how you... But I well with an asterisk at the end of it. Some chapstick. I'll put that on, actually. I know I'll be playing with it if I don't. I got dry little lips. I don't know if they are that little. I remember using my webcam back in the day when I was a lot younger on Skype, and my friends making fun of me because I had like really like lipstick coloured lips. Maybe self-conscious. Well, this chapstick is many years old, so it might be poison. Aberry. Okay, so I'm back in Antistasi for a bit today. I feel like it. I feel like playing Antistasi, and I haven't actually played this in a while, and I'm slowly but surely making my way through the previous two streams of this to pull bits out. Well, I've actually pulled all the bits out that I want. I'm just going through it now. And so I thought I'd play some more. I didn't feel like doing Celeste today. Maybe I'll come back to it again. Okay. Move that over there. Have I watched Mermaid Melody Pitchy Pitch Pure? No, Maya. No, I have not. Why would you expect me to have played such a thing? Let's get his game audio working. Yep. You had high hopes. You know what? I did actually watch something that... I'm looking up what you have said. Yeah, why would I have watched this? Why would I have watched a 2003 drama? Is this a precure spin-off? Is it going down the same, like, this is 2003 is old. What is it? Pure is the second season, but I haven't seen the first season. I mean, according to this, it only has one season. And this is one season of the Pure one. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Hi, Halo. Hi, Zombie. Are you ready, kids? I can hear you, so don't say anything too bad, because I am actually able to hear all of you. Now, this looks horrible, Maya. Why would you... You better not have... You better not be watching this, or else I'm going to have to call the police. That's 39 episodes. No, I did watch something over the week. I have watched something. You know what? Here. Hello. I watched what? Call it. No. You called my bluff and you won. I watched so last time, I think it was last time, Maya, I mentioned, I'm specifically talking to Maya there because I know that the last time I asked Maya specifically if he'd ever watched a Hazel video. But I accidentally, I've been on a bit of a Hazel binge over the past week. Whether or not that answers some questions as to where I've been over the past week, that's down to you. And so I had seen one about, she did a video about bizarre anime OVAs from just like from the VHS era. And so one of the ones that she talks about in that is an anime known as Flying Lunar Clipper. It's an OVA. It's 55 minutes long. I didn't really give much thought to it when I saw it in the video, and then just out of nowhere it was recommended to me on YouTube. I didn't have any intention of watching it at the time. I just kind of saw it, and I actually forgot where it was from. And so I was like, do I recognize that? I started to watch a little bit of it, and I did actually I remembered where it was from, and I was like, this is a show. This is Flying Lunar Clipper is a thing. It's free to watch. The entire thing is free on YouTube. It is from, I think, 1987, and it is entirely animated in MSX, which is an old like game development computer from the 80s, or at least the late 80s. And it definitely shows. It definitely shows. It is something else, and I have yeah, I watched all of that. It was 55 minutes long, and I don't regret watching it, but it was something. Hi, Zoe. Good morning, afternoon. Good morning. So it'd be the morning because you said like 6 o'clock, I think. But yeah, no. If you're ever in the mood to watch something completely difficult to watch and incomprehensible, watch Flying Lunar Clipper. It makes no sense. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. in the morning. AM stands for after midnight, after all. Did you have a thing? What's the word? Did you have an alarm set, sorry, specifically so that when I would play Arma 3, it would let you know? You can reflect to the head of his right, elfen lead, sorry, because you're not a woman or trans, but it was okay. Watch. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Is that it was interesting. It was I am neither a woman nor trans, but it's still it was an interesting thing to think about. It was an interesting to learn about something such as elfen lead from the point of view of someone who is a woman. But yeah, no, I forgot that I told you to watch that. I'll be honest, but it's still, it's still a watch. It's still something that I go back to and watch every now and then. Hi, Vanda. Here it goes 1 a.m., 11 a.m., then 12 p.m. Well, 1 to 11. You could just start calling it the other way around. You had elfen lead in a list? A list of what? A list of things never to watch? I wouldn't put it in a list of things to watch. Based on what I know about you, Zombie, you're too old to watch Elfen Lied. You have to watch Elfen Lied at a very specific time in your life, and I'm pretty certain you have passed it. I don't really. I just noticed that it doesn't fit on the screen.
Salter John 1111. Just resubscribe.
The timing's off as well.
16 months.
Takes so long to start.
Today's special mission, Kopil Bread. You have to raided the American POW camp, rescue Prigosh and get him on your side and give him some new Konosuba manga. Petros' cousin Salter John 1111.
You're Petros' cousin, are you? The one that gives very much gives things that we have to do, but that do not benefit us in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I could take a POW rescue or just a rescue mission to see what we get, and see if we do get Prigozhin. Rescue missions, refugees. He's kind of a refugee, isn't he? He did take refuge in a few places. Oh, hype train! Scream and shout.
Sigus Knozel just subscribed with Prime. Those are rookie numbers. Salty. Hey Salty. Hey Bread. Hey Maya. Hey Zombie. Hey Halo. If you're there.
Hi Siggy. Thank you for. Oh, also thank you Salty for subscribing, and also thank you Siggy for subscribing. Vienna, we've got to go. We can go to Sosnovka to rescue Prigozhin. Hope that one of them is him, or that At least one of them, at least some of them survive. What was that about? When are you supposed to watch it? Like when you're about 14. You, as far as I'm aware, Elfen Lied is a show that you're meant to watch when you're like 14, because that's when it's at peak. That's when the edginess of it is still something that you want to see. And then you'd have thought Hazel was too young to have watched Elfen Lied. But yes, 15 to 20 years ago, culture moved a lot slower. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Hazel's only a few years older than me. So, and I watched Elfen Lied, so. But no, I hope you're all right, Siggy. Have you bought a 3D printer, or are you still thinking about it? You don't know anything about it. You looked up good gore animes on Reddit. I mean, it's got gore in it. It definitely has that. As far as things go, it definitely has gore in it, but I don't really know if good is. It's one of those. To be fair, it's one of those shows. Like when I first watched it, I really liked it, but that was because I was young. I was a young kid. I was just getting into anime, and the prospect of it being a show that had like nudity in it and gore, and it was like edgy, and it had like a girl in it that would like rip people apart and things. Of course, I'm gonna think it's good. And it's like got the anime tropes of like the anime boy and girl living close to each other, and that kind of awkwardness that happens. It's got like the clueless girl who's just for some reason nude all the time. It's like of that period of anime, and it's like when I was first starting to watch anime, that was all I wanted. But having seen Hazel's video on it and how someone such as herself related to it, I don't really know what the word would be for it. And just in general, just as having grown up and watched actual good anime, it's like I'm like, you know what?
Cock.
I don't think it's as good as I used to be. You take care, Salty. I'll see if I can get Prigozhin in your stead.
There is no cock
Da,
like
da,
horse
da,
cock.
da,
Set
da,
your
da,
asshole
da, da,
into
da,
check.
let's get a not that.
Get your hand off my penis!
We will buy a car. Will I buy a car? Yeah, I'll buy a car. I'll buy something just to take with me. I'll be able to get a vehicle while I'm there. So I've got this. Do I have med kits on me? Yeah, I've got first aid kits. Got everything I might need. Good. You don't need a 3D printer anymore because you're not allowed to do your project anyways because you're not a certified carpenter. What does that? What? Who says that? Who says that you're not allowed to take part in carpentry because you're not a certified carpenter? Where were you planning on doing this? The government. What? What kind of government is why is the government saying you're not allowed to take part in carpentry? Is this like a German thing where they're like, oh, you can't have a 3D printer or you can't be a carpenter because you like might make guns? I know that like Germany is very much more controlling on making sure that you don't do anything you shouldn't. Are you doing? Was this just like a project for fun? Were you trying to make a wooden gun? Were you trying to make a firearm? Is that the problem? You stand behind Code Geass being a good. No, Code Geass is great. Code Geass is great and should be watched. Zombie, if you're still listening, put Code Geass on your list. Maya wrote it there if you don't know how to spell it. That is a good show. I have a figure of Geass. I have a figure of of Lelouch in my bedroom. I got a full-size cardboard cutout of it. It's like 9 feet tall. Yes, he's trying to build gallows. But you wanted to make stuff that you could sell. Could you not? Is there no like do you have to register as a business in Germany to sell things, or what? Because that sounds a bit strange. Do I not own this town, or is this the town I'm going to? Oh, this is the town I'm going to. This is the town that's got Prigozhin in it. Where is he? Is he around here somewhere? He's over here. Is that him? No, these are just random soldiers. I don't know what building they'd be in. You're not allowed to sell furniture, for example, if you don't have a master's degree in a woodworking craft, and you have to register a business for that. That's stupid. What? What? What do you mean you're not allowed to? What, does that? Wait, you're not allowed to put together IKEA furniture? Here in the what? I mean, the business part makes sense. Like registering a business does make sense, but not being allowed. What do they think you're gonna do with it? Like what? How dangerous could a bed be? As far as I'm like, but like, how do factories work? Because here in the UK, where's oh, it's just like I've just spat on the microphone. Here in the UK, you just go work for a factory. I like that seems a bit silly. Like when I was, there was a factory nearby that made furniture, and they were like, oh yeah, you don't need any qualifications to work here, or is it just specifically to be, to like what, huh? You have to create black market furniture. Can't you just like make the furniture and then sell it, but pretend you didn't make it? So it's like, this is antique furniture that I found in my garage yesterday. There's two government agencies: the craftsman and the tradesman. You've got the guild of master crafters, and you've got the guild of tradesmen. Oh, here he is. Is that him there? I think that might be him there. I think that might be Prigozhin right there. Is there just one? There's just one POW. If that is the case, then it's perfect that we're here to rescue Prigozhin. It is usually out wherever the police car is. That's where the guy the guy we've got to protect is, or collect. We do have quite a few soldiers that we're gonna have to fight through. Okay. Maybe there's like another guy behind the back of it. I should have brought some units with me. I don't really like. I think I might actually head back and get some soldiers, because I don't actually like. I don't like what this feels like. I want to go get some couple guys to come with me. There's a 200 something entry list for fields of work stating to which agency it belongs. This is already sounding like a lot of bureaucracy just for one, just to say that you want to put a chair together. If a field of work belongs to the craftsman, you have to go get a master's degree in that craft in order to sell your work. And I assumed that this is the bloody unions, isn't it? This is the union's fault. This sounds a lot like something that the unions would have done. The unions have said that you're not allowed to work. You're not allowed to create a chair unless you're a master craftsman. There's a woman in here. Is it you? Are you the woman? And if your work belongs to the tradesman, you can buy and sell items regardless. Yeah, so it'd be unless it depend and unless it would depend on like the type of work you're doing. Like someone working with wood would not necessarily be a carpenter. Like I could build a chair now, and that wouldn't make me a carpenter because I would just get two, three, four, 8 pieces of wood, stick them together, and then put like something on top of it, and then put like a like a platform on top of it. That wouldn't be any joinery or a specify if you're a bigger factory, you belong to the tradesman and not the craftsman. So yeah, it is a union thing. Siggy, there's your thing. You have solved the problem with that. What you're saying, just get a load of people, just get loads of people together in a big enough room, claim it's a factory, then you can make all the furniture you want. You can do anything you want if you've got enough people. Just buy a factory. Did you ever think about doing it that way? But like, so I are you personally on a personal level not allowed to do it? Because like when it comes to things like that, at least in the UK, and I imagine there are parts of the world where it's similar, is that there is a level that you're like allowed to do as a civilian, I guess, before it becomes a proper business. I assume that given the way you're talking, you probably want to move it into a business eventually. But can you not just do it like on a personal level first, and then you know do things from there? That sounds shit. That sounds terrible. I wonder what is being said there. Oops. How many chairs do I have in this? I got one, two, three, four, five. No. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. That sounds stupid. They're arguing. Someone else has started talking now. All right, everyone get in. Why? Why do they do that? I imagine that the reasoning is probably sound. I am. There is a reason I'm not a politician or a maker of laws. But when you open a craftsman business, you need to pay fees for the Craftsman's Guild. So yeah, okay, that makes some sense. Although that seems like it's like solving a problem that they've created in that instance. Then, like, if you didn't have to pay fees to the guild, then you wouldn't need to, whatever, you know. Maybe, I mean, to be fair, it's possible that it's like that here, but as far as I'm aware, you can, if you've got a shit. I mean, no, actually, I'm pretty certain it is the case because on a wild example, the thanks for that. You've just destroyed my back tire. Are you proud of yourself? Are you pleased with what you have done? Are you just you're just gonna slowly back away and hope that all my men that are very clearly wearing military helmets and body armor don't just climb out and gun you down. You're just gonna go. You're not even gonna leave your insurance information. Bro, I don't even have any. He's taken out both of my back wheels. Great. Great. Because now I can't move. Now I'm gonna have to get out here. You absolute imbecile. It's the true Eastern European experience. Who just said negative? Everyone's got an out. It's fine. Stop it. The two politicians and political parties who called this bullshit out, but then Neanderthal government in 2020 re-implemented the system even though it was abolished in the 90s. It does seem like that does sound like it would put a barrier on, like, small businesses. Now I used to love Germany, and now you've got the guilds involved. If he dares run over my guys. At least I don't really think I need to use this. No, you're not wrong on that front, Maya. But it does mean that people who are unable to get said qualification, whether or not they are capable of the qualification or not, are unable to start a business. Yeah. Because I would assume you would agree that it is plausible for someone without the formal capability to have the capability of running a business. If it is as Siggy is saying, and as he says it's a master's degree, then the barrier seems quite high. So yeah. As a master's degree in car repairs, and he paid 25,000 euros for his qualification. Is that straight out of your pocket, or is there any way of, like, is there any kind of the equivalent of like a student loan? Like, is it possible to I still think that paying for I'm skeptic that the mechanic mastery is not the 6-year academic master's degree. It's very possible, because I know that in Germany as well, Siggy mentioned that, cause you said, Siggy, that you were doing like job school or something, whereas that's not a thing here in the UK, but it kind of is because we have apprenticeships, but apprenticeships are like kind of different as well. So it's very possible that it's just the nomenclature is different because of it being in German. But I would still say that 25,000 euros to do it is a lot for like someone who maybe isn't in the most sound financial position. I'm gonna open my window. Let me see how much time I've got to do this task, so I can see how long I can sit here talking for. I have 40 in-game minutes, so probably about 20 minutes. Wait, 40, 30, 20, 40? No, 40. First you need to become an apprentice in the trade, then you need to enroll in a mastery course, which you have to pay out of your own pocket. See, having to pay out of your own pocket seems like a problem. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Mutual Master of Arts. How long is the course? How long is the course for doing it? Or at least roughly, or does it depend on on the trade? Okay. I'm gonna get out. We'll start. Might as well. Shit. They've just started shooting. Didn't expect them to just start shooting. Terrified me. I've been playing a lot of King of the Hill recently, and so I need to put that to the test. Wait, move.
Všichni, budova,
Actually,
před.
actually, you know what? Move up there.
Všichni, přesun, severovýchod. Cíl,
What where are they shoot? What are they shooting at? They're probably gonna shoot me in the back if I'm not careful. Ah, there we go. Are they doing some? Oh, they are kind of working in a sense. In one. No, wait, never mind. One of them has already fallen over. I just said that we're fallen over by accident. That was unironically. Oops. Turns out I'm actually illiterate. Where's the guy? Oh. Alright. Why did they not move? I told them to move and none of them did. Ow. Why aren't they moving? Like, what is actually stopping them from moving? And why do they know I'm here? It's horrible. These guys are they're so stupid. Okay. Look, they just stood there. I told them to move up there. And now every single one is dead. There was someone in the comments of the video that I put out on this from the first stream of this that was like, "Oh yeah, you should use the oh, not one of those. Oh, I forgot to bring anything to counter a land quick response." They're like, "Oh yeah, you just use the AI that's surprisingly good." Are they? Doesn't feel like it. There we go. I'm hoping, like, I hope that this land-based QRF is not like a tank. So you're an apprentice. You have 3 years of experience. You have to have three. We need to have 3 years of experience. Then the course is 2 years. The apprenticeship, so it's 3 years, 4 years in some trades. Ah, okay. Did I get him? I think I did. Okay. Okay. I've spent hours on hours playing King of the Hill. I'm not gonna get beaten by AI that do not have any kind of brain. Move up the hill. You know how inconsistent the classifications are when it comes to needing a mastery. When floor no deal. Wait, hold on. What's the noise? I've changed my mind as to when I'm going to read that. Here in the UK, we just go on the. You want a floor doing? Trust me, I can do it. See that I've got a rocket launcher here that might be useful. I took out quite a few of them, so it's possible that like whoever I took out... What's in here? Oh, 1,000 first aid kits. Okay. Take that. Inventory. Replace that. So I've got... Oh, I'm very slow now, though. Good. You know what? This might actually be Prigozhin that we're coming after, that we're rescuing. Alright, there's the commanding officer down. It's a wooden floor, no big deal. Went into the wooden floor and used glue to hold the boards together. Now that's something only a carpenter master could do. Hey, rules are the rules. What if you glue your hands to your face? It's, you know, it could happen. You need you need to be an old wise master of the craft. You know, technically I'm half qualified to be one. Dun, dun, dun. Where's the thing? There's the ground-based QRF is on the way. Gerasimov, where is my super suit? I'm not holding. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's that there. That's Prigozhin right there. There was at least one other policeman with him. I don't dare to contact report. Oh, what's happening? It's down there. I mean, I suppose it's better that it went that way than up here. Okay, let's just continue on with the mission. We'll continue on with this. We'll rescue Prigozhin. I don't really know if we want to be known as the militant group sheltering Prigozhin, but you know what? We accepted the mission. We're gonna have to go through with it. Oh, that looks... Oh, that is what I assume means scary thing. I can't remember what the actual APC, like gunned APC icon looks like. I've got to save Shoyu so he can spend his time doing cocaine in Bali. Isn't Shoyu fine? Didn't he just get, like, demoted, but, like, actually was technically a promotion? Or was it the other way around? It was like it was a promotion that was technically a demotion. Yeah, okay. Okay. Good evening, Prigozhin. How's it going? Alright, you come with me. Come with me if you want to live.
Sleduj 1-7. Čekám.
Congratulations. Do not resist. You're being saved. What's going on over here? We'll take this. I hope. Prigozhin, come here. F7, no. Okay. I want everyone to report who they are so that I can know whether or not they're alive or dead. Report in... how do I get them to do that? Sometimes I always forget. There. Report status. Oh wait, there we go.
Všichni, plašte
Oh, there he is.
7. Souřadnice, příjem.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
Mrtvej, 3, je mrtvej.
Okay.
Provedu.
Come on, Prigozhin. There he goes.
6, je mrtvej.
Come on. He's not the brightest spark. There we go. There is a very, very slight chance that if there is like a Bradley, that it will like tow missile me as I go past because I'm not undercover anymore. Screw it. Look at the Prigozhin back there with his legs crossed. It's fine. There's no foreshadowing here. We're not going to get tow missiled. It's fine. But I do actually want to... Oh, I can see it from here. Hold on. Not anymore, I can't. Yeah, that's a Bradley, that is. Is it? Yes. So, we're just going to have to kind of... I have this missile launcher. I got this. But the problem is that if I just leave it alone, it might not be a problem. But if I shoot at it, then it's going to be a problem, you know. This isn't a javelin. I don't know what this is. I've got no idea what this is. I've never seen this launcher in my life, so I don't actually know what happens when I fire it. Prigozhin is looking at me like, he's like, don't do it. I can't lock. It doesn't let me. It doesn't have a lock feature. Oh, I'm reloading it. Turn on flare. Doesn't have flare. It's got night vision. That's it. Can't do anything with it. Prigozhin, I'm sorry, but I can't. I have to. All right, we'll take up firing positions. It be re. That is a bread corp rule. It be re. Oh, it is very. My guy does not like holding on to this. Okay. Oops. No, no, no. That isn't me doing that. That's my guy. Why are you out of breath so much? Alright, change your plan. No, not that much of a plan. I don't want it to shoot at me. Well, actually, it would shoot at me because Prigozhin's in the back. Take everything off. I'm not now. I should be as light as possible. And I can hit it. I'm hoping. Can I fire this from prone? No, I can't. Came from the black blast. Didn't work. So I went back blast. Okay. Itbiri is one that's been there for a while. Okay, let's try it one more time. It didn't work. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. Oh, shit. Oh no. Oh wait, no. Wait. Oh, oh no. It's looking at me. No. It's looking at me. Oh, is it gone? Put my clothes back on, quick. Why can't I put my clothes back on? Oh! Help me, Prigozhin, they're killing me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Prigozhin. Revive me. He will try, but where's it gone? I don't know where it's gone. There. Oh fuck! But it's not looking at us anymore. It's not looking at us anymore. It thinks we're dead, and it's responding to the incident at the town. No, Prigozhin, why have you not stopped me? Sorry, why did you stop? Help me. Hello, Visferic. Did I at some point say the word Visferic during all this? I can't remember. I feel like I did. Okay, so we might be alright. We might be okay. Don't you, it was your fault. I blame you. I blame chat as a whole. It's alright. See, I blame chat. I blame chat. It's not you. You didn't do it. It's chat. Chat did it. Prigozhin, he's not a medic. He's taking his time. But he's still alive. That's all that matters. Okay. Okay, let's give him, let's heal him. As far as the Bradley is concerned, it has, why am I, well, it's not important why me and Prigozhin are in the woods and I'm in my underwear. Come on, Prigozhin. It's not important. I took them off so that I could aim better. I took my clothes off so I could aim better. Okay. It's fine. I'm not. You're not going to get me in my underwear on stream. Look at that, he's sticking it out. He's, he's got that. He's got that cake on him. He's sticking that thing out. Prigozhin's chasing it. He's loving it. It's my posture. This is my cross country running posture. Do you not also run like this? Come on, Prigozhin. No time for resting. I don't know why he's like squat running everywhere. His hamstring's gonna be on fire. Okay. Where's the it's over there. I don't like that no matter how you run in this game, you look like you're running wrong. Yeah, no, this isn't a Carl Gustav. A Carl Gustav probably would have actually taken it out. It's me and I almost said me and Carl. Me and Prigozhin frolicking through a field in Eastern Europe. What could you think of a better time? Uh, I know that I'm gonna have to have it so that every time this I'm gonna when I edit this I'm gonna have to edit it so that there's Prigozhin's face on him every time that he's in frame. I know that I'm gonna have to do that, and I'm gonna hate doing it because I'm gonna have to keyframe every single frame of this. I am very surprised that we survived that. Like it could still go wrong. Like it's still very possible. So many of them died. Is don't worry about it. Just keep running. As far as we're aware, Prigozhin is safe. We don't have to worry about what's going on over there. If we lose that resources, we can go and take it back. I don't know what there's shooting going on. I don't know. Oh wait, that might be the helicopter. Because there was a helicopter was like yeah. The Did they shoot someone out of it? I think they just shot someone out of it. It's alright. Don't look, Prigozhin. It's not important what's happening. Uh, that was an exciting. Oh, it's not. Look, there's like 2 contact reports. This is horrible. The APC is like just freely walking around. Oh, this was an invigorating start to the stream. This was. Right there. I am very, very surprised that he didn't die in that in the car though. Like he should have done. He should definitely have died to that. Like because he was injured. I think he must have. Oh, excuse me. He would have gotten injured when it got shot at for the first time. But then I'm surprised he didn't die when the car blew up. Petros, look who I've found. You will not believe the day we've just had. But the morning, well, it's actually the evening in game.
Oblast je čistá.
You would not believe what we went through to get this guy. This guy did cost us the lives of 5 other men, so I do hope that one Prigozhin is worth the lives of 5 soldiers. I don't know if I've got the resources to take out a Bradley. That's the problem. There's also a lot of fighting going on. What do I have? Put some clothes on, for starters. Let's put some clothes on. I have... You'd say Prigozhin is worth more than 5 soldiers. You've heard he does fire catering. That is pretty, you know. That's probably true, actually. 5 soldiers or the best buffet of your life. You decide. Okay, let's do something. The M2 Bradley versions of these are a dime a dozen. M2 machine guns versions of these are a dime a dozen. So we'll take one of these. Maybe it will protect me a little bit. And we'll fill it with M136 launchers. And we'll go and see if we can enact revenge upon that Bradley. And also, we might actually have to help with the resources. I hope I've got stuff on me. I don't. I've got some ammo and first aid. We'll be fine. Okay, let's see. The APC, the Bradley may just be kind of patrolling the area. It may not be a problem. But I suppose the fact that it is patrolling is the problem. It might actually come down here to us. Where's this going on? Where's all this fighting taking place? They are slowly whittling down here. I think I might help this out first and then go hunt the Bradley. Because the Bradley might come to us. What have you been doing in War Thunder, Maya? Tell me your tales. Because I haven't, other than logging in a couple times, because I was about to get like the cool bonus reward. I haven't been playing it at all. Are these the American soldiers here? Ah, shit, the Bradley is in the field over there. Oops. I keep doing that. I hate doing it. I keep doing it in King of the Hill and like almost getting myself killed. I saw the I think that's the Bradley's dismounts. There it is. Okay. I don't have the range to take out a Bradley with the launch that I've got. Okay. It's alright. How's the glorious CONT campaign going? Oh, it honestly could be going better. Well, we've secured a high priority target in Evgeny Prigozhin. It was a very close fight. Very close. Me and Prigozhin did just have to run across a field after being hit by a Bradley. But I mean, we are also under attack. There is a Bradley patrolling here, and we have lost 7 men at least on this resources because of it. Hi, fascinating. We also lost 5 soldiers trying to recover Prigozhin from the Americans. So it could be going better. Where's that guy that was shooting at me? Wasn't you. There's a guy on the horizon there. Got him. Air support, they've all got stingers. Every squad of these soldiers have stingers. Wouldn't help shit. Alright. Civilian in the field there. Alright, Halo. Good luck. Get that leg working. So how's the garrison looking here, other than terrible? Also, 6.7 Sweden, 8.3 UK, 8.3 France, XM800 in the USA. 6.7 Sweden lineup is shite, but the plane and BMP are neat. Is that the Finnish BMP, the one that doesn't have the rocket on it? Never really thought about using that because it didn't have the rocket on it, but I suppose it's got a lower battle rating as a result. Okay, that's so you were just standing here. To be fair, there was a Bradley. I don't blame him. I would have also just stood around if there was a Bradley. He's like the only person to survive. Everyone else is dead. The anti-tank missile appealers? I don't know. I'm not an expert of anti-tank weaponry. Can I revive these guys? No, they're fully dead. Doesn't the upgraded BMP-1 in War Thunder not have an autoloader anyway? Da, 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 da. It is. It's just the M136. Just the generic disposable rocket launcher. Yeah, no, but the upgraded Soviet BMP-1, because they've got the BMP-1, and then you get the better missile, because that starts with a M-class missile, doesn't it? And then you get Soklos or whatever. And I'm pretty certain that when they add the better missile, they get rid of the autoloader or something. What's that noise? I hope it's not important. Okay, so that the Bradley has potentially disappeared.
100 metrů. Vidím cíl směrem 200 metrů.
Okay, what did you have on you? Because what's this? What's this weapon you've got? What is that? Oh, it's a law or something similar. What are you shooting at? Oh. Actually, oh, well done. You know what? Thank you. I was going to reprimand him for shooting at a line, but no. Actually, that was very useful. He's going to get shot again, though, isn't he? Got him. Still so many soldiers around. I don't know why I reloaded. 10 bullets is still plenty. I thought I remembered seeing somewhere that that when you get the, there we go, got him. thought I remembered seeing somewhere that when you get the better missile for the BMP-1, it like lowers, it does something to the reload rate. Is that Bradley still around, causing problems? I didn't actually have a plan as to what I'm going to be doing today. In there, like I didn't know what I was doing. I'm glad that I had something to kill the first hour. But I don't know if I'm gonna do anything too serious or if I'm just gonna take it easy. Let's see if that Bradley's still around over here. I am pretty certain it's not. We own this town, so it's probably not going to have any more soldiers in it. They may have just despawned. This is where a 35mm fin stabilized discarding saber round, depleted uranium shell through the side of the head. Okay. Is it 25? I thought it was 35. $25 seems a little bit too small. You didn't miss the Bradley hunting. The Bradley's gone. I was half expecting it to show up down here. I was trying to take part in the defense of this resources here. And the Bradley, I was half expecting the Bradley to make its way down to me, but it never did. There's all the soldiers that just sat around and waited to die. Even though I mean, I gave them plenty of time to move. I want that stinger. The bigger bushmasters, but you don't have to manage on Bradleys. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't actually need this many. I want the stinger missile. I don't want this. I've got unlimited of these. Do you have anything I want? No. I'm pretty certain that there is actually nothing else that I want of these guys. Well, if one has like a scope, that would be nice to have. But I'm not in desperate need of them. Like, a red dot's good enough. Do you have, what do you have on you? Yeah. Something that I want. We'll see if you've got any intel on you. What you've got. What are you hiding in here? Absolutely nothing, it seems. Couple of cigarettes, porno mags, picture of your wife and children, and a US Army decryption key, apparently. It's probably Bradley with 155 howitzers submarine of random guys sharp in Afghanistan. Probably. Might as well. If you've got 155mm just lying around, you might as well see what you can put them on. Like a Soviet anti-tank gun, like a towed anti-tank gun, but mounted as a like a tank destroyer. Alright, let's head back. There's nothing here for us now. So, where do I want to go next? The world is my oyster. Apart from I am lacking funds at the moment. I've got plenty of HR, got plenty of disposable men, but I don't have any, I don't have much in the way of money. Okay. I thought I saw a dead body over here, but there is not one. That's fine. Don't we all just love a good disposable man? Toss them out in the bin. There's actually a separate bin for man. I would say which bin you put the man in, but I think if I would have to. It's like you put it in the green bin. If I mentioned what colour bins that I have here, it would like dox me. Because like bin colour in the UK changes from like street to street. Alright, so I would like to put some more people back on to that resources, but I don't think I've got the funds to do it. Well, I do, but then I'd be lacking funds elsewhere, and they didn't actually do anything other than warn me of the Bradley. That's pretty much all that these do, is warn you. They used to be really powerful because there was not limits on how many people you could put on each one. You could put as many guys as you could fit, as your computer would allow, pretty much. But now there's a limit. On my first playthrough, on my first Antistasi campaign, me and my friend put like 30 guys on every single settlement that we got. And as I mentioned in a previous stream, back then it didn't. You could choose to have anti-tank or anti-air soldiers, but it was completely unnecessary because any soldier that spawned had a chance of spawning with either an anti-tank or an anti-air launcher on their back, depending on if you had them unlocked. And because the chance of that happening was so high, if you just had a lot of guys on a thing, everyone would spawn with either an anti-air or an anti-tank launcher, and so that the moment that anything came within range, it just got decimated. And because they use the best launcher you have, once you unlock in the base game the Titan launchers, everyone has just a lock-on capable missile pretty much the moment that you unlocked it. You found enough of them. But they've changed that now, so that's not a thing that happens, and it's even less of a thing in the Cup mod because the anti-air and tank launchers aren't as good. Because there is like only a couple of different types in the base game. Your brain's been mush for a couple of days because you've been watching a 16-hour interview of how Disco Elysium's development studio went to shit. Is that? Oh, excuse me. Is that what happened? Did Disco Elysium's development studio go to shit? Because based on all accounts, Disco Elysium is seemingly the greatest game ever made. I still want to take this radio tower, but to take this radio tower, I'm going to have to take this airbase. I think if I'm going to be taking this radio tower here, what I'm going to have to do is take the airbase first and then the tower, because the airbase sends support to the tower when I attack it. But if I can take this airbase, this airbase and outpost, then that would mean that I have control over this entire like corner here. The studio went to shit. Ah, I see. All the original programmers were gotten rid of. No one that made the game is getting a penny, and that's what you heard. Studio went to shit. They fired all the original writers, did a hostile takeover, and cancelled 5 projects. Ah. What? Why? I mean, I assume that the reason why is the first word in Mr. Krabs' dictionary, money. And I have no, obviously I don't have any stake or knowledge on it, but I imagine that somewhere down the line they're probably also, I imagine that they based on just being generic bad guys, they're probably also replacing a lot of staff, trying to replace a lot of staff with AI. Oh, they lost an airbase. Where did they lose it? Oh, that is quite a substantial airbase, considering the US still own the outpost and the radio tower, and actually everything around it. They've not. the Sure, it's fair enough. You know, the Russians have taken an airbase that is still under control of the US Army. That's where the Bradley went. Well, what's the Russian airbase? The Bradley, I mean, it probably did go up there. It would have long despawned by now, unfortunately. There's definitely going to be Bradleys there, though. There'll be plenty of Bradleys to destroy. Let's check the map for something. I want to check map info. I think. Yeah, okay, so it's still under support. It's still under American control. Hello. Welcome. They have just one Bradley that gets shared across the entire area. It can kind of get to that point. It can, because the enemy, I think, at least it does according to like the description of the mod, is that the enemy factions do have a resource pool to pull from. And so by the time that you're like getting to the end of it and beginning to take over most of it, the enemy just cannot send anything after you. Although I say that, it kind of also ends up feeling like the opposite, in that the further in you get, the more resources they have, and they end up sending more after you. But in theory, they should end up sending less and less. Maya, have you changed the color of your username? I am using the community version. Is there another version? I thought it was the community. I thought community version was the community version. Unless you're referring to Antistasi Plus as the alternative. You have been blue for a while. I think it might just be because of Stutpip. I think it might be because they've got an even more blue than your username. There's Ultimate Plus is quite dead. I don't think I've seen Ultimate before. I'll have to have a look for it, like for the next time that I try playing this, like for my next campaign. I did switch to Plus for a while. Well, I don't play this a huge amount, but I did try playing Plus. I liked Plus. How different is Ultimate compared to, well, base game, I suppose, base mod? Do I want to? You want to Ultimate's devs, biased as you may be, it's well worth trying. We all like a good bias. Hold on. I bet you this is an advertisement, isn't it? Follow the money. Hold on, I am actually looking at. I feel like I may have seen this when I was thinking about trying it. Oh yeah. I would have been, because I saw that it had like Halo mod compatibility. I remember noticing that. Not that I have any intention of playing the Halo mod. Oh yeah, your name's there. But no, I'll have to have a look, because there are a lot of. While I'm, with what I'm doing right now, it's fine. But for like subsequent playthroughs, the game can feel a little bit the same. Sneaky gifts. Oh, gifts. I think of gifts. I was like, what's this? No, that makes sense. It makes sense to ask around. But no, I now that I know about it, I do plan on I'll plan on trying it at some point, and that's not just because you said you're the dev. Can I draw? No. I used to try, but then I stopped because I changed my mind. Dun, 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 dun. Will I draw? There we go. I drew I drew for you. Is that what you wanted? Okay. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Well, why? Because I just kind of stopped. That's it, really. There's not really, there's no, there isn't a greater thing behind it. The same reason that I stopped doing most things is that I just kind of move on. I get like in my head for a very brief period of time. It's like I'm going to start doing this, and I do it for a little bit, and then I end up not really liking it. Oh, I'm actually getting quite a lot of money per turn and manpower. To be fair, one thing I do like about the modded versions of the mod are like the black markets, the ability to buy more vehicles as well. Because I remember when I played Plus, they had the black market option in that. Can I do a backflip? No, I cannot do a backflip. Where's the? I kind of want to take this outpost here just so I've got it. Because then I've got a bit more of a. Then I've got more freedom in this quadrant. I used to be able to do a front flip. Wait, I used to be able to do one of them on a trampoline. I couldn't do it from standing. We used to have a trampoline in the garden, and I used to be able to do a flip. I couldn't land on my feet though because it was a trampoline. It didn't matter, which is why I never did it on, not off the trampoline. Because it's also like having a seaport. Having things don't in the base game don't mean too much. Like the seaport helps in some way, same with like factories. But in the modded version of the mod, it's like they kind of give more. They actually have purposes, I think. You reworked the black market, and plus you'd get preset available gear and vehicles depending on your faction. In Ultimate, it makes things available from every supported mod that you load. Oh, that's good. You get everything immediately. Each category of vehicles has an unlock requirement of different zone types. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I may have seen something like that before. Become one of the artists who hang a bucket from a string and let it swing over a canvas. I don't really I don't really get that kind of art. It's like I know that art's in the eye of the beholder and whatnot, but I don't really get that. The people because it's just wasting a lot of paint, isn't it? Because like so much of it just drips onto the floor. It's like you don't need to use that much paint, surely. Let's take one of those. Do I have? Make sure I've got ammunition for my gun. I've got 10 magazines. That's more than enough. No, I don't. That was 10 bullets, but I've got magazines. It's fine. I have some more first aid kits just because I know that I'm going to need them. Do I take guys with me? Yeah, I might as well. I've got no reason not to, other than money, but I'll probably get that money back. No, put it down. Unit recruitment. Medic. Very. Modern Arts for money laundering. Yeah. I mean, most high level art is. Garage. We'll just buy one. As far as I'm aware, I don't want to take that with me, this with me, because if it like gets, if I crash here, if I get spotted, then I'm gonna just getting hit and die immediately. Everyone get in here. Varying nonsense at $1 million, and the buyer gets tax deductions plus kickbacks from the seller. Yeah, and then like you can give it to a museum to get even more money off or whatever. See, that's why That's why you don't. That's why I have no interest in high art and fine art. But people who draw smut on the internet, that's the quality stuff. Take 10 of those just in case. Restoring old art pieces is also not a mastery trade unless you're restoring old rocks. Is that like church restorations? I assume, because to be fair, that just makes sense. Or unless what you mean is like archaeology, just rocks. All right, fair enough. Restoring old pieces definitely seems like it's something like old art pieces should be something that is a mastery trade. Like that feels like that feels like one thing that should be like the government should be like, all right, maybe you should have a higher level of education in this trade before you start doing it. Although I suppose that technically a lot of art is owned by someone, and so if the person owning it, even if the art is like 300 years old, it's still up to the owner. Like, it's still their property, so technically anyone, if you owned a Picasso, you could burn it, and legally no one can do anything about it. It'll be alright. Yeah, it'll be alright, won't it? There's never once been an instance of art restoration gone bad. It's hentai and it's art. Exactly. See, no, they understand. See, that deleted scene from The Office understands. It's like, here's the thing, yeah? Fine art, yeah? Got a nude woman on it. It feels wrong to whack off to it. You just have to look at it. No use. Hentai, you're allowed to whack off to it. Has a use. It's automatically better. And it's like someone isn't selling it for millions online. Just imagine if in the Renaissance people started drawing smut more. Like, I think that people would have just the most disgusting of hentai on the walls of Buckingham Palace or whatever. Imagine like the roof of the Sistine Chapel, but it's just like someone just going just the biggest like I'd be much more interested in religion if the Sistine Chapel had an anime girl getting nutted in it on the roof. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a simple man. Sorry, you can build pianos. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Guitars, violins, brass instruments, woodwind instruments, all without a mastery, but you can't build organs. How much different? Actually, I was going to say how much difference is there between a piano and an organ. It's quite a big difference. The Hagia Sophia or Hagia, I don't know how to pronounce it. But no, I to be fair, I do like a lot of. I like that. I do like learning little bits about human history. That might sound strange, but like individual humans, because I know that a lot of history, when learning about history, you learn a lot about the overarching nature of it, and a lot about what the clergy and the upper class and the kings and queens were doing, what was going on in the higher echelons of society. But you don't really hear too much about what's happening in the lower levels. So that's always quite interesting to learn about, or to hear stories of, just the average citizen of a civilization. It's like I don't really care about what was going on during the Tudor period. Like I don't actually. One thing that happens in the UK is you learn about the Tudors a lot. Like most of your time learning about history in the UK is learning about the Tudors. I understand that it's a big part of UK history, but I do not care about them because it's actually quite boring. But if we were learning about like what the peasants of Tudor England were up to, I'd be much more interested in that. And I think that, you know, not to turn this into a political slant, but I think people would be much less interested in going back in taking civilization back to those days. You know, back to that whole hunter gatherer. That's much earlier than that. Back to that, you know, that whole farming idea. It's like, oh, back in the day, back 300 years ago, it was much simpler. You went on a farm. I think if we learnt about how the average human being lived back then, I think it would be much more. I think people wouldn't want to go back. Okay, let's try fighting. Everyone, get out. But no, like learning. I know that Trey the Explainer's done a few videos on just like just guys, just people throughout history. Like there's one boy. He did a video about a boy in his homework during, I don't know when it was, Norman times or whatever. I can't remember when it was. But just like there's just like an old, what is effectively an old refuse dump, an old tip. And in it is some tree bark that has some boy's homework on it, and then just off to the side, like on the top of it, and in the in what what you could consider the margins, he's just like doodled, and it's like he's drawn like a picture, or like a very rudimentary picture of a guy riding a horse. So it's like, you know, it's intended to be a knight. And he's like written his own name next to it, and it's like you can kind of look and be like, oh, this was a small boy who was doing his homework and imagining that when he grows up he wants to be a knight, you know, or potentially. And it's like that's much more interesting than learning about how many times Henry VIII wanted to, you know, his pus-filled leg. To be fair, I mean, oversimplified makes history a lot more interesting. I'm pretty certain all of the you don't have to go to a single history class in the UK if you just watch the one video about Henry VIII that Oversimplified did. Yoo-hoo! Alright. Come on, Antonov, Tuma, Smentana, Starsek, and Benners. Alright, taking that out right now. Can't allow that to survive. Good. Okay. Now for every single one of these guys to... Nope, that's a smoke grenade. Went through a frag grenade. You know, in Ultimate... Why are they dead? I turn around for 4 seconds and they're already dead. That's what I was going to ask. Is the AI any better in Ultimate? I have trained these guys a couple of times and they are still completely useless. It's just armor AI. That's not surprising. Still can't stand over sometimes the punchline is yelling shtick. I can kind of get that. I think the rest of what he does makes up for it. It's his content's like inoffensive as far as as far as, you know, like it's like pure inoffensive content, and it's, you know, I like it, but I do also, at least in the older ones, it's no, stop shooting through the woods. It's cheating. Only I can do that. They've got only one thing aiming. I wish they were. It's only the enemy that's good at aiming. That's the problem. Okay. How are you dead? Everyone's just... Okay, that's fine. I think I've taken out all the machine gunners though, so that's something. Where? Oops, I'm reloading. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I would like to move, but I know that I'll die if I do. Okay. Shit, I don't know where they are, and I don't... Are they... Right, how are they doing? They're doing alright? Seem to be. Oh, a lot of guys have just appeared. But... Shit.
Vidím cíl. Směrem.
Where is he? I saw him a second ago. They've moved on. You know what? I'm gonna risk it because of smoke. So I can see them making their way this way. Okay. Very good. Kind of. One guy's down. It is the medic, unfortunately, but you know. Have I considered playing... the thing is, I don't really like Zomboid. I played it a little... What are you shooting at? Oh, they've got a drone! Not anymore, they don't. Didn't know they did that. I played it a little bit, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I think I can see someone moving. I'm not ignoring the rest of chat. I'm just going in order of what I hadn't read yet. Also, because I know that whatever is next in the lineup of things that I've got to read in chat is something that's going to require more brain power. What's that noise? Oh, what is that? No. It's alright. They might have caught an artillery with the drone. I've never known them to do that. Okay. Wait, stop that. Okay. Okay. Okay, they've got a QRF coming in. I can't remember if it was air or land. It's probably air. Certainly not cases and certain person narratives by talk about certain things. Most where's that shooting coming from? I'm reading opinions. Who's shooting at me? I should probably get inside the compound at the very least, because I think that if whatever they send shows up and has a gun on it, I think I would like to be somewhere hidden. Yeah, they've lost that airbase that they claimed. It's kind of what happens if you claim an airbase in between two military American bases. Essentially, most history content in general to make things exciting or to be entertaining. Details get changed or embellished. Yeah, but as you say, it has to be. If it's to be made entertaining, then that's going to end up happening. Not always the case. I was going to say that's the only way to make things entertaining is to. Well, it's just the thing. The only way to make things entertaining would be to embellish it, because history isn't entertaining. But that's actually a lie. Because history is very entertaining. Fucking mind. No one's like, it's not a single person has stop doing that. You're gonna hit me. Absolute idiot. Okay. That's fucking reflection. But no, you're all, to me, you're not going to be able to tailor content to everyone. And I think that that's just to create content for the masses, which based on the number of views that oversimplified videos get, that's what that's who that's who it's geared toward. You're gonna have to get rid of some things, or at least gloss over them. Okay. And I think also just, well, when did everyone die? Where did everyone go? Aye, yeah, right. Interrogate. When did I take damage as well? Okay. Do I have a lot of random magazines? I think there is repacking, but I don't know what the button is to do that, so I'm just going to get rid of the ones that aren't full. There's plenty of ammo around. Or tailoring work requires no mastery. Okay. Oh, you might actually be useful to revive. Da, 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 da. I wonder if there are what the I wonder if there is, if you mapped out all the different things that require mastery or not, I wonder what the pattern is. I think that's is that enemy? That looked big. It looked big because it is. Although there's not yeah, I imagine they've dismounted already.
Vidím cíl. Směrem
Stop it.
200 metrů.
Stop it. I can't go anywhere because if I leave here, I'm gonna get shot. And I can't see the guy shooting at me. It's alright. What? Oh yeah, now there's these guys behind. I'm stupid. Where's the guys? So I was getting shot from over there and over there. And then there's a truck here, an M-ramp there, that's now on the move. I'm going to try run. Just hope it doesn't get me. I'm going to hide in here.
Vidím cíl. Směrem 200 metrů.
Okay, I don't have much ammo left because I wasn't able to find any. Reload. Okay. Okay. There's probably not that many dismounts from that truck. Because I don't think there can be. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I wonder if, like, depending on those, if there is something about a lot of the different trades in Germany. You know, like, maybe tailoring, it's like, oh, well, you know, that's traditionally what women did or whatever, and so therefore we can't put that high up on the, therefore it's like, oh, you know, we can't have women in the guild. This is a boys only club. Da, da. Can you legally own an M-ramp? Like one that's like a you know, not one that you yoinked. I mean, Um, I can imagine, yeah. If you got it from like a surplus. Okay. I once made a 3D model of a scar, as in this gun design in Blender. Had far too many polygons, couldn't have been useful, and there was no color, like nothing to it. I just made the model. This was back when I was like really into making Blender, like Blender models. Wait, who is shooting at me? I've got no idea. I think that's normal wheels and no active guns. Yeah, that makes sense. I suppose the real question is there any country selling this? Because I know, because like the UK periodically sells off its like I know countries, well the UK and countries in general do periodically sell off like old tanks. I remember, I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a ferret. But I remember the tank when I was a lot younger. I remember being at the tank museum, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this." They were like driving tanks around. I think it may have even been Tank Fest that I went to. They were driving tanks around to fit the big thing outside. Uh, and I remember whoever it was, maybe it was David Willey, I don't know. I was like, and this is something you can actually buy. And I was like, what? You can buy? I mean, it wasn't a tank, it was an armored car, but I was like, you can buy that? Okay, shit. Okay, where's it going? What's it doing? What's it up to? I'd like to steal it, but I don't know if I can shoot through its the thing. I don't know if I can shoot through the glass on it. Sometimes you can. That Humvee I could shoot through the glass on of, but I don't want to. If I could have destroyed it, I'd rather shoot it with this than draw attention to it to myself. Sorry. In the UK, at least you can even have tanks as long as they use rubber tracks. Oh yeah. Several European places that deal in military vehicles. However, Ukraine has bought almost everything that runs. That's true. Da, 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 da. Me and the boys driving around Ukraine in a fucking ferret. Did you tell me how you figured out how to render 3D objects in the browser for your dice game, only to get cooked by a 12-year-old bug? No, you haven't. You wanted to buy BRDM2. It was only 9,000 euros at the time. That is very cheap. But it was beyond your yes, that is beyond a school age purchase. That was the thing when I saw like the armored car, I was like, "Dad, can you buy that?" And he's like, "What? No. What do you mean? What do you mean buy it? Think I made him money? What am I gonna do with it?" when I was younger, I was like, "I want to, buy a tank, Dad."
Vidím cíl. Směrem.
Who's shooting? Is it behind? Oh, there he is. There we go. Now he's there. Okay, he's there. No, actually, I saw a tracer. Oh, there. At least I've got an idea. I hope that MRAP isn't just like lurking nearby, waiting for me to come into the open. Might as well use a full mag just in case. Just surrender. Like, how hard can it be? Okay. Even so, an amphibious scout car would be very based. The thing is, like, yeah, but it's cool. But like, what are you gonna use it? It's in the UK, BDM2 with tax would and MO. Wait, it would be tax and MOT exempt as they were almost all pre 1972, and they used normalish Russian car engines. It sounds like the perfect vehicle to use. Fuck it, for 25,000 euros, you might as well. I suppose the real thing would be, do you think it would be worth putting? Oops. Because I personally wouldn't trust a vehicle from pre 1972, even if it was designed with the intention of going in the water. I don't know if I would trust that. I don't think I would trust a pre 1972 Soviet piece of armor designed to float. Okay. Oh, there is actually a lot of people up there. I also don't know. I don't know where in the UK you would be going where you could be like, well, there's a traffic jam here, off to the local canal. You've got like canal barges going past you, and you're just in a light tank. I know technically they're not light tanks. Okay. Okay. I've developed ever since. Hello. Playing War Thunder for as long as I have has made me develop the instinct to immediately correct myself when I use any kind of general term for armored vehicles. Is there someone else up there that threw that smoke, or is it someone that I had already shot at? They're not shooting at me. My head is currently exposed, and they're not shooting at me. I just want to see what Siggy was saying. You figured out how to generate a 3D dice rolling animation using WebGL, but you couldn't import textures because of a browser safety feature. When you found a workaround, it turns out that mapping a 20-sided dice using a texture map is impossible because that texture is folded over itself. Okay. That sounds like something I'm going to have to blow up. Oh, excuse me. Never underestimate a classic car that's already survived 60 years. That's the problem though, is that I wouldn't trust it because it's survived 60 years. You ever seen a 60-year-old man that doesn't leak? I don't think so. Alright, just a guy. You know. Who's shooting at me? I just want to capture this place. I haven't. This isn't even the counter-attack yet. Oh, there it is. There we go. Is that fucking? Where is it? It's when I get up, I want to know what I'm shooting at. Alright.
Jedna.
No, don't shout engaging. Oh, he's moved now. I was hoping that he'd just continue to stand out in the open. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to repair any car. Like, I personally wouldn't be able to repair a classic car, probably even with a book in front of me. But no, I do understand that they were a lot simpler. Okay. And it's just the whole, you know, after if you go back far enough, things were as people like to point out fairly frequently, built to last. I just don't know if I would trust something built in the Soviet Union. I think that might be it.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I don't know if I would trust something designed, something built for the Soviet army. So where is this guy? Okay. That's what my new Discord profile picture is. It's a character from the anime OVA, the Flying Lunar Clipper, which is a 55-minute OVA from 1987 that was animated entirely on the MSX, which is one of those old computers where the computer was the keyboard. It's a sexy banana that I can't remember the name of because it's like never really said outright. It's just on a little name tag. It's the entire OVA is available to watch on YouTube. I think you should watch it because it's an experience. And it includes the phrase listen, or something along the lines of listen to the Polynesian beat. It is, what I would say even better about it is that the whole thing is in English, as in it's not dubbed. It is dubbed technically, but it's like dubbed in English, but it was never in Japanese. It's got Japanese subtitles, and it's an experience. It's about a plane that only dreamers can go on, and for some reason, all the characters are anthropomorphic fruit and vegetables, and a snowman. I would say it's a smash sexy banana. These would be fairly rugged and break in reliable ways. And did I know someone found the original Amiga PC that the intro cutscene for Worms was created on, and they rendered it out in 4K? Is that how old Worms is? I mean, I knew Worms was old. I didn't know it was Amiga old. Although, to be fair, I don't know how old the Amiga is. I just know it's old enough. But then again, I've never played the original Worms. I just, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about what Worms look like, now that I'm thinking about what the original Worms looked like, now yeah, I can see that being on an early thing. But no, to be fair, the fact that it was 3D is pretty impressive. I imagine, because I think I've seen that cutscene. Okay, I kind of want to wait for my to regrow the ability to see all the colors before I capture this, just so I don't have to. I think it's happening now. No, it didn't. Maybe it is. Is it? I maybe just. I might just be. I'm a dreamer. I am the dreamer. I know the game wasn't. That's the first Worms game, Worms Revolution, on the Amiga. I know it well. Whichever one was the one that had water physics. I want to buy. I've heard that Worms 3D isn't very good, but I do want to get it, but more for collecting purposes. I like to collect. I've recently started. There we go. I'm getting the saturation back. I've semi recently started collecting GameCube games. And when I was younger, I really wanted to get Worms 3D. I think I played it like once at a friend's house, but I always wanted it. But now that I'm, older and I'm starting to collect GameCube games for the sake of collecting them, I would like to buy Worms 3D just to own. I bought the Japanese version of Super Mario Sunshine the other day. I don't know what, I just kind of felt like it. I had Worms Armageddon on PC. I remember having one that had like Worms Armageddon and some other Worms game on it. It was like 2 games in one box. I remember getting that. I used to play that a fair amount when I was younger. But I never owned a Dreamcast. Trips me up that the full name is the Commodore Amiga. What? Why does it trip you up that the Amiga was made by Commodore, or the Amiga is a Commodore? Commodore. Mm-mm-mm. I never really played that much Worms when I was younger, though. I did like it. I just never played it that much. It wasn't like at the Igla and nothing else that I really care too much about. Although getting these night vision might be useful. You always know when I say something and someone says something in response because I just look very confused at my other monitor. Because I got no idea what I said to get Vispheric to say that. Da-da-da. Okay. All right, everyone. Report what you're up to. I actually have. I actually got a GameCube game delivered today. I got the game 18 Wheeler. There we go. I got the game 18 Wheeler delivered. Wasn't very expensive. I wouldn't have paid a lot for it. It was one of those games that I remember playing when I was younger, and I've had like the thing when you load up the game. There was this guy that was like 18 Wheeler, and that's just that has lived in my head rent free for my entire life. And so the other day I was like, oh wait, I could just buy that. I could buy that and own it, and I would be able to own 18 Wheeler for the GameCube once more. And so I did. And I was like, why have I've still got this on me? I could be using it. I always find it really off-putting. I can't it's not the word I'm looking for, but when you can see like the rest of the world outside the scope like that, it just feels wrong. Let's rearm. Yeah. Wait, was that may have been all the ammo that I just dropped on the floor? Oh, no, it wasn't. Good. Okay. Let's do this. We'll take the flag. Super Frog. Incredible Frog. You know what game is really expensive? I know. I didn't actually talk much about price of things, but Simpsons Hit and Run on the GameCube is like £100. Probably should have gotten Anti-Tank Soldier, but it's too late now. By that I mean it wasn't too late. I chose not to. It's not as bad as it was. It's gotten cheaper because like the like one game that I was expecting to be really expensive was Super Mario Sunshine. Obviously, I bought a Japanese version. I now own 2 copies of Mario Sunshine because I bought I bought the Japanese version because it just. I was on eBay and it was like, you're looking at Mario Sunshine. Do you want to buy the Japanese one? It's in good condition. And I was like, you know what? Go on then. I'll buy the Japanese version. But Mario Sunshine was a game that I was expecting to be rather expensive. But it was like less than 20 quid, which surprised me. Which is still rather expensive for what, in my eyes, is not that old of a game. What are you doing outside there? Get back in here, you idiots. In my eyes, like the GameCube is like not very old, and so I'm like, why is Simpsons Hit and Run £100? We've got hundreds of them, and then I'm like, no, because the game Simpsons Hit and Run came out in like 2005. I don't think it's Japanese. The Japanese ones being cheap. I don't think it's because there's a lot of them. I think it's because why would anyone buy them? Because I'm in the UK. Only strange people like me buy GameCube games. Buy the Japanese versions. Another game I want to buy is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I actually think Mario Sunshine might be cheaper because it came out on the Switch as well. So I've heard that posited as a theory as to why some GameCube games are cheaper than others is if you can get them on other systems. So Mario Sunshine came out in a Mario collection on Switch, and so that's probably why that's cheaper there. All right, what is that? These guys, what is that noise? When am I playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Well, that was actually the next game that I was planning on playing. You've spoiled it. Japanese demand for games are lower, smaller market, and they also generally have always had far higher sales in Japan for Nintendo consoles to that side. Yeah, I think yeah. No, I can't play it because it's spoiled. So that's the thing. It's unfortunate. It was meant to be a surprise, but it's not a surprise anymore. Opposite of the original Xbox. Oh yeah. The Xbox. I mean, it's PlayStation and Nintendo that's really big in Japan, and then the Xbox just went nowhere. And then there's whatever Sega was doing with the Dreamcast, which wasn't really popular anywhere. Retroactively, people love it, but at the time, although there's only two reasons that I would ever own a Dreamcast. Wait, yeah. There's only two reasons I would buy a Dreamcast, and that was so I could play and/or own the original version of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, and Seaman. Those are the only three games that I would want to own a Dreamcast for. And I don't want Seaman to play it. I want Seaman so I can say that I own Seaman. There's nothing stopping me from owning Seaman now. I own all four of the Austin Powers games, and I don't have any way of playing those. What are you shooting at? Oh, that's what you're shooting at. Oh, they're actually doing semi-useful things. Oh, that was a 40mm launcher. That could have been very devastating for us. It could have been very bad, indubitably. Is that it? Okay, no, it has some dismounts. Can I garage this without, like... No, I can't. Just wondered if I could be sneaky. I can't tell if that's an enemy or not. I think I was a little too late. The Saturn had already been sunk the company. I'm sure they didn't really... There's nothing notable about the game, about it either, as far as I'm aware. Like, the only games that I know on it were Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Play one of the really boring life sims on the Dreamcast that somehow got 2 sequels and both of them were really boring. I have no idea what you're on about. I am uncertain as to the game that you're referring to. Full online capability, Quake 3 was the first cross-platform game between console and PC. I did not know that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's a civilian. Thank goodness. Oh, I chipped his parachute. Okay. Okay. Nail gun. A pretty big nail. It's a bolter. Shoots bolts. Okay. I did not know you could go in this house here. I assume this wasn't in the original Arma 2. Maybe it was. I don't know, it's massive door frames. It's not in, it's less of a thing now, but I relatively recently learned that in games, pretty much everything is like 3 times the size it's meant to be, but you generally don't notice because it's just meant so that you can like easily navigate the world. Where someone killed your father and you're supposed to figure out who by doing stupid chores for months. Wait, it was was it the Princess Simulator? I know that there's like there's a game that where you look after a princess. Okay. I forgot my window was open. I just wondered why I could hear a car really loud. It's because my window's open. Sorry, I'm just checking what I missed in the chat while I wasn't paying attention. Also did it to Xbox Live 3 years earlier for free. SegaNet had downloadable content and some games. There's the Dreamcast was forward thinking towards all the features the Xbox would then use and become famous for. Good. I suppose that's why retroactively it's kind of come back round as being people like it, is because they're looking at it and being like, hold on, it did everything that... I suppose there's also like, I feel like just personally that back in like 1990 something, wait, it may have been 2000, I don't know when the Dreamcast came out. I feel like a lot of those things just would have been rather unreliable at the time. I don't, when I imagine the early 2000s and the late 90s, I don't think of reliable technology. Like my dad, the other day, my dad was like showing off the features of his new car to me. New to him, still second hand. And he used Siri through the car. Like he had his phone. He didn't use his phone. You know, obviously the car has like a microphone in it and connects to his phone, so he could use Siri. He did that, and I was surprised that that worked. I mean, he had to say Siri a couple times, but once it worked, like it worked better than I was expecting it to. I'm still the sort of person that just kind of think that technology doesn't work. Even though nowadays it does genuinely work a little bit better, I'm still like, yeah, it's not going to work. Remember that both PS2 and GameCube had modem add-ons. That's something, yeah, because I'm always surprised to hear that the GameCube did have the addition. PS2 I'm not as surprised about, because the PS2 was like the PS2. There's a reason that it's like the most popular console ever. But the GameCube is something that I'm definitely surprised at, because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo would never adopt anything new. Oh, Shenmue. That got a third game, or like a second game or whatever, a few years ago, and it was kickstarted and like wasn't very good or something. Okay, I don't think the counterattack is done, but as in, I think there might be a couple guys that are still in that field back there, but unless they're shooting at me, I'm not too concerned. 3 was shit. Hey, all I know is that generally people say that Shenmue, the original Shenmue, was okay. Okay, so we are still being attacked from somewhere. But yeah, no, yeah, the PS2, or at least according to, as far as I'm aware, as far as the fucking Scott the Woz videos that I've watched, the PS2 was like just a cheaper DVD. It was like cheaper than a DVD player and had a DVD player in it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they found something to shoot at. That's what I was waiting for. I don't think it is. I don't think it is meant to be ironically shit. I don't think there's many game companies out there that make games to be shit. But no, I can see why it wouldn't be very interesting. Depending on what sort of games that you like playing. There we go. Yeah. And generally, unless... Getting over it is a bit of a borderline. I like that you... I've never termed them as rage games. I've always termed them as YouTuber bait games. I never really thought about them as being rage games, but yeah, no, they are meant to cause rage, aren't they? Did I ever rage? I played Getting Over It over I think it was last year for the first time. I can't remember if I screamed and shouted or not. You know, I came very close to making a video of those streams. Like, I was making it and then I just gave up because I didn't make the video as I was doing the streams, and so by the time I got to the end, I just had so much footage that I'd have to go through that I just ended up getting I got over it and didn't do it. Where is this guy? Who is shooting at me? They don't seem to be able to see me. But I will say, you know, I think I said it at the time, but I'll say it again. I was wrong about Getting Over It. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is actually a good game. There it is. Oop. When I first thought about playing it, I was like, oh, it's what other YouTubers do. I'll do it, or did, you know. It's like, it's been long enough since Getting Over It was the big game to play that I can finally play it. And I was half expecting it to be a bad game, but when I played it, it wasn't actually bad. It's a perfect butterfly. Ooh, nope. Sorry. Dr. Foddy is a genius. Although that grenade went a lot further than I was expecting it to. But I will say I would not have played it, and even if I had played it, I would not have beaten it had it not been on stream. Heck, is that friendly shooting? I assume so. So, where's... Ah, they're over there in the field. Where did all these guys come from? So many enemies. Oh, almost shot the teammate in the back of the head as he walks past. Okay. The thing is, I also don't, which is why I wouldn't have been able to do it had I not been streaming. But it's also because it wasn't as long as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it. It took me. I think it took me about a week to beat, but I don't stream every day, so it's a week of streaming. I think it took me to beat, and it was not. I was expecting it to be much longer. Like when I got to the end, I thought I was at around. I thought that it was around the halfway mark. That was the thing. So when I finished it, I was like, oh, is that it? And yeah, it isn't as frustrating as YouTubers pretend it is.
Vidím cíl směrem 200 metrů.
Okay. It is a lot more difficult if you get frustrated with it, though. That's the thing. Just like a lot of games, just like Sekiro and Dark Souls, the game gets gradually more and more difficult the more frustrated. It's the same with any game, really. The more frustrated you are with it, the harder it becomes. And at least, like from where I sit, having played it as a streamer now, technically as a content creator, like I just ended up getting, as I played it, I just got more and more sad. I don't have the over the top. I don't have the getting gradually more and more over the top content creator mind. I have the I get sad mind. There we go. Okay, we're not being attacked now. You know what? Free car. I'm taking that. Let's have everyone report where they are, so I can find out whether or not they're alive or not.
Všichni.
But no, yeah, the game is not as hard as it appears, as hard as like YouTubers make it out to be, or did back in the day. If I tried to play it now, I remember there was a video that was during the Kerbal Space Program videos. I wanted to use something from Getting Over It in that, but I changed my mind because I started playing Getting. No, I didn't. I changed my mind because I couldn't be bothered to do the edit that I wanted because it was going to take a lot of effort. But I tried to play it back then, which wasn't that long after having beaten it, and I'd already completely lost all ability to play the game. And I think I currently have in my head Dame Dane, but a Hatsune Miku fucking. I think I've got Hatsune Miku singing Dame Dane. Dame Dane. Where's that? Don't know if I want to do that. I think I want to go and just do a basic city supplies. I own that town, so it should just be a quick in and out. That's if I'm going to take this box back, but that's if I get there without dying. Da, da. Okay. But yeah, I think the next difficult game I'm going to play. I think the next difficult game I'm going to play might be Cuphead. I might try playing Cuphead because I kind of want to try playing that, and I've never played it. So, can I load it from here? Yes, good. You're Grumpy don't like Vocaloids. I understand. I'm not listening to it out of, choice. I didn't choose to listen to this. It just started playing. I mentioned the last time I streamed. I mentioned in the last stream there's only one Vocaloid that only one song from one Vocaloid that I ever really listened to. Anything else? Oh, excuse me. Anything else is just purely by accident. Oops. Some of them aren't as bad. Some of them aren't as bad as others, but for the most part, yeah, it's not my kind of thing. Da, da, da. Okay. There we go. Let's drop this here. I can't remember what I was going to say. Can't have been important. No, you know what? I wasn't going to say anything. I never had anything to say. I just started saying something in hopes that a point about Vocaloids would show up. It didn't. There you go. I'll take this back to Petros. Okay. The Toussaint? Do you mean the Madame Two Swords? Trousseau. I think I remember it being pronounced Two Swords here. But Madame Tussaud, or whatever her name is. There's one, they're like all over the world. There's one in Blackpool. Madame Duget. I think there's one in Blackpool. But there's one down south somewhere. In, around London. Da 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 da. Put on some chapstick. Get my lips of kissing ready. Pucker up, boys. I'm coming in greasy. It's a chain. You don't care about our franchise, then? What, my franchise? Are you annoyed that it's a British export? I don't even know if it is a British export or if it's just known for being British. But yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, they are all over the world. I understand, you can blame me. It probably is our fault somehow. I never understood why you'd want to go to a wax museum. Like, what's the point? Because you're not actually meeting those celebrities. You're just seeing empty shells. Empty, eerie... that may have been what I wanted to go down. Yeah, it was. No mind. You're just seeing empty, hollow shells of humans. They're nothing more than puppets, but without the puppetry. Founded in London in 1835 by the French wax sculptor. Worst of both worlds. I like that there's just a random pile of rocks here. What geological event happened to put rocks just in the middle of a field? Aren't we just meat puppets? Yeah, but we're puppeted by ourselves. The what are they called? The Madame Two Swords isn't puppeted by anything. Garage that. Unload the cargo. Oh, I unlocked GPS. I think I unlocked this scope that I've got on my gun right now. I did, so now I have an actual ranged scope. Aren't we just products of our upbringing? So now you're getting into the nature versus nurture debate, and I'm not qualified because I dropped out of school. We used to talk about that. When I was doing my A level in, well, my AS at the time, but when I was doing my A level in psychology, that's what we talked about. We're like, Is it nature versus? Is it nature or nurture? And I thought this is too philosophical for me. I thought this was psychology. I'm sorry, miss. Have I gone into the wrong classroom? This truck might be too heavy with this. I think this truck is actually just rather slow to begin with. I don't need. I'm not going to need more ammo than 3 magazines, am I? I'm probably not going to need any. It's a town that we own. Do we really have free will, or were our fates set in stone the moment our formative period ends? It's all in the everything in the flow of causality, innit? Everything that's going to happen will happen. The moment that the Big Bang happened, the flow of causality was set in motion, and this is what happens. This is what happened. If whatever happens did happen. So do you really have any effect on the world if whatever happens happens? That's real philosophy for you. Do we have free will? No. Sounds like nonsense. Well, if you think about it for long enough, it might not. I'm a philosopher, not a intelligent person. I failed philosophy and ethics in school, I'll be honest. In fact, that was the thing that I got the second lowest grade in. I might actually have to need to move it a little bit further back. Nope, okay, I failed. Did I just take too long? I think I just took too long. Never mind, let's go try to do that. I can't stop the loan. Do we have free will, or are we just products of our previous happenstances? But do we have the free... But all those previous happenstances products of our free will? What we set... Do we set in motion... you know, the fact that we set in motion... our own lives, does that mean we have free will, or does that mean that we are bound to our own decisions and therefore we can't have free will? I keep forgetting that I don't appear on the map, so I open the map and I'm like, hold on, I don't actually know where I'm going. How many questions do you have to ask before you get a degree in philosophy? Is there a number? Is a philosophy a debate? Just two people asking questions back and forward? Is it 4? I think that might have been my 4th one actually, so I think I might actually have a degree. Whose radio tower not much destroyed? That one again. I've never seen that tree model before. It's actually quite... it sounds strange, but seeing a tree model like that in this game that I've never seen before kind of threw me off and freaked me out a little bit. I was like, is that like, am I about to be inducted into a creepypasta? Is that going to be like Slender Man or something? Am I going to, like, whenever I turn around, is it going to disappear? I am in the wrong town. Which town am I in? Is the question. This one? I don't think so. Because I'd be coming... No, because I'd have to be coming into that. So is it this one? Is it this town? No, because I'd be able to see... No, it can't be that town. Is it this one? No, it's this one. I'm here. Because I don't own it, so there's soldiers walking around. And there's like this bit, this there. So yeah, I'm here. Oops, I've inserted my earplugs. Didn't know that was an option. So I want to go up here. I'm going to try to destroy that. Pretending making choices, but instead acting out what's inscribed in our brains. I think that the fact that we are able to question whether we have free will is indicative of the fact that we have free will. Because, you know, I think, therefore I am. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Maths is way ahead of philosophy. They have 360 degrees. That is true. Yeah, but it's my free will to I am just like the women are expressing their free will to not talk to me. I'm expressing my free will to not talk to them. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. I'm here currently. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Wait, no, did I go the wrong way? Where am I now? Yes, I did. Da-na-na. But am I just programmed to think I have free will, or do I actually have it? I still think that the fact that you can have that question means that you would have free will, because otherwise what's the point of having that question? Is that what I'm trying to destroy there? It fucking better be. I don't know what music's playing in my head right now, but it is not useful. Okay. Okay. That may not have been enough to do any real damage to it. Anything in here? No. Turns out bringing only 3 magazines may not have been the wisest of decisions. I mean, I was planning on stealing their guns. It's just, Hello? Hello? Just watch me do that? You know, I don't know where that guy is that's shooting me. I don't even know if I brought any first aid kits with me. Okay. Imagine if you had to fill magazines manually so there'd be one guy just cranking his hog all day at the camp loading magazines. That'd be horrible. But I wouldn't be surprised, like... In a world where VR ends up getting, like, usably good, it's very possible. That's the thing. It would be horrible, but I would love it because it'd be stupid. Oh, for goodness sake. The one time that he shouldn't... The one time I don't want him to use his machine gun, he's using it. Oh, I don't know where you are. No, bring your gun up. Don't go into fucking. Don't go at ease yet. I just wanted to destroy an ammo truck. I had no intention of this happening. You're dying for nothing. I don't even plan on taking this place. I just wanted the ammo truck, but it didn't. Like, I've already damaged it now, so I can't even take it. But no, like, I want when VR gets like usably good to like the point where obviously Sword Art Online and like Ready Player One get thrown around as like the benchmarks for that. But it is still, if ever it gets to that point. No, not now. Ah. It's so subjective as to how many bullets they take. The dog there. Where's my fucking ammo going? Ugh. It's fine though, it's not a problem. Then I'd like to it'd be fun to like in VR to just be able to fuck about with people, like taking the magazines out their gun. You'd be like in a helicopter in a car, just just you can already do that in VR to an extent now, but that's just something to be fun. You're in a helicopter, you're in a helicopter like on the way to an objective, and you like take like yoink someone's shoe off and throw it over the side. Good heavens, would you look at the time? Is the game almost like that doesn't need VR? Check out The Long Drive. I've heard the name. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if GPS allows me to go in the passenger seat, compress the gas pedals, and pull parking brake and all kinds of nonsense. Is that? I assume that's a co-op thing. Like, I think there's a VR game called, I think it's like Pavlov or something, where you can just walk up next to someone shooting and take the magazine out their gun. Okay, I just think that's a funny idea, and like just being able to mess about with people when they're in the middle of fighting, or like I said, just take their shoe off when they're on like if you're like in a situation where you're like flying a helicopter, just yoink their shoe and throw it over the side. First aid kits. Okay. I'm not going to, I don't think I'm gonna take that, but I am going back over there. Maybe I will try and take it. I'm going over there anyway, because I feel like it. Obviously, I have that, I have this one down here. I have this to destroy that. But I've tried that for a long time, and I can't do it. This town here just joined us. Armored convoy. Forgot I drew that. Yeah, pull a pin from the grenade belt. Da-na-na. One game that is quite fun, but just as like a more of a novelty than anything else, is hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. But that's like more of a. It's fun as more of a what's it called? As a novelty.
Grid 048067.
So that might be too many people. But my problem with that is I don't know if it's just me and my eyes, or if if it is like this. But when I used VR, because I have somewhere, I don't know where it is. I think it's in the shed maybe. I had an Oculus Rift. I bought it ages ago because I was like, oh, I really want. When I got my first job, I was like, oh, I can finally afford an Oculus Rift. I would love to get the idea of getting a VR headset, and it was either getting an Oculus Rift or a HTC Vive at the time. And I, for space limitations, I had to go with the Rift. For space and price limitations, I had to go with the Rift because the Vive was more expensive, and it required more space. It required more space to use the Vive because you need a sensor in front and behind you, I think, or like you needed them in the corners or whatever. Either way, I even using both either the Rift or the Vive, I still did not have the space to use them, but I could just about manage it with the with the Rift, sorry. And one thing that I noticed though is that when I was playing it, everything was blurry. All right, Maya. When I was playing with the Rift, everything was blurry, and it was like I couldn't. You could set the focal distance, I think it's the focal distance. You could set the distance of the lenses, and I set it as either as close as possible or as far apart. I set it to one or two of the extremes, and it just wasn't working out. If I kind of like forced it past its limits just slightly, there was a physical limit that I couldn't force the slider past. But if I could just about make it past, then it would kind of be usable. But no, it was kind of too blurry to like read any text. But in a way that I've never seen anyone talk about, and so I kind of think that maybe I was. Maybe my eyes were just wrong and not built for VR, or maybe it could just be a Oculus Rift thing. Because I wouldn't mind getting a newer one, because I at the time the Rift was even when I bought the Rift, it was still was getting pretty old at the time. And I know that there are more, but at the same time, I don't need a where is it? I don't need a VR headset. I haven't got anywhere to play it. That was the other thing, is that I just haven't got anywhere to use it. Even if I did want to get one. This room that I'm in right now is too small, and the room that I used to be in was also too small, and there's nowhere in the house that I could use one out anyway. So, I would just be getting one for the sake of it. Alright, there's a mountains of bodies around. Let's everyone get out. I want them to. I'd like them to target the where possible the machine gun tower. Will you go over there for me? Will you go? I think you can, like, tell them to... Yeah, do that. Target that. I think you can tell them to seek out cover, but I don't know how to do it, and in the middle of, like, fighting, it's kind of a little bit hard to do. Da, da, da. Okay. Whatever. Everyone, I'm gonna move. So okay, they are kind of going. They're semi doing what I asked them to. That guy hasn't. These guys here are definitely gonna die. I think that's the medic as well over there. You'd think that he would take up, much better positions than standing right in the line of fire of a heavy machine gun, but I'm not a medic, so maybe he knows something that I don't. Alright. Let's see what we can get up to then. Oh, I didn't bring any grenades with me. It's not entirely necessary, but it's good to. It would be good to use. I want to just try and. There we go. So I've at least now, no matter what happens, I've done ask. Alright, I was getting shot from over here. Also, from the last time I played this, I have, it's a little bit loud. I have turned on my crosshair again. For some reason it was turned off. Not like it's a necessity or it's something that I've done. Alright, they're being picked off. Who's doing that? Is it friendly? Did they... yeah, that was a friendly that did that. He's doing that. Bogdan just killed him. Just know that there is a Japanese food item that is called the bukkake. I don't know what it is, and I'm not saying that to be like gross. I'm saying it like as far as I'm aware, that is a real food item in Japan. I destroyed a building with so many people in it. There we go. Reload. I've taken out all the gun towers, so it's not... should be fine on that front. What is it with you and bukkake demons today, Visceric? You been reading some weird manga or what? So an isekai manga about the time that I got reincarnated into the time I got hit by a bus and got reincarnated into a world where every man is given one bukkake demon that lives off of seed. Okay. Okay. Very much sounds like something that could exist. It sounds like something that could exist and also not be a porno. It definitely would sit in the ecchi category, but
I see movement. Man, 200 meters. Right flank.
where's he seeing this guy, and why can he see me? Oh, there he is.
I see movement. Soldier, 200 meters. Right flank.
Why are they so accurate? They can't even see me and they're accurate. Okay. Can I get you to revive people who do that? I don't think I can I? I mean, I think I can, but I don't know. Yeah, no. Great. I got friendly, but you're seemingly shooting at me, but that doesn't really surprise me. Oh, that's civilian. I think I may have actually hit that civilian by accident, but it's they were running around in a war zone. What do they expect? Oh, it's your house or whatever. Fuck off. It's my war zone. Where are you? Oh, there. Feels a little bit counterproductive to have. Is that the civilian again? Yeah, it is. Seems a bit counterproductive to have the guy in charge not wear a helmet. Reload. One down. There's another guy up there somewhere. Where are you? Alright? Yeah, sir. Yeah, shit, he is. Dog spotted. Dog down. Oh, there he is. Oh, it says, no, it was this guy here. It was the other guy. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop. There we go. Was he not wearing any body armor? He must have been, because he took far too many bullets to not be. Okay. It'd be nice if these guys would actually revive each other. Only the medic seems to do that. Unless I need to turn auto heal on. But that should be on already. Yeah. I think the medic's probably long dead by now.
Cíl směrem.
Okay. I think you know what? Apart from dying, I think that's not too bad. Is that an enemy truck or just a random civilian truck? It looks like an enemy truck because it is. But I feel like not shooting at them is probably for the best, just to like lull them in. Alright. They've started shooting at us, never mind. Don't just run out into the open.
Severovýchod 200 metrů.
I want to see cock. You're not gonna see it. One of these days, I'm just gonna like flop it out, and you're gonna be really disappointed. It's the truck's just driven up there to wait. So the reason that the heck was that?
Vidím cíl směrem 200 metrů.
The reason that I don't show you is don't say anything. Sorry, the reason that I don't show you is because it's just really not very impressive. It's nothing to brag about. Hi, Maya. You just hear me say.
4, připraven.
That truck up there is just driving backwards and forwards.
Východ.
It's just Visferic asking to see my cock. Like usual. Go on. Oh, what? Where the heck did that come from? No one ever said that there was a bloody Bradley. Is it part of the... What? Where... Where is it? Is that it? Yeah, it is. What? Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did the armored convoy come through here? I think the armored convoy... I had an armored convoy mission. I think it came through here. That was unrelated to whatever was happening here. The armored convoy... I was somewhat afraid that might happen. But the armored convoy, where you have to either capture or destroy the truck, was coming through here. That's why there's quite a heavy resistance. for what is actually not much. Some of it would have been a response to me attacking, but for the most part, I don't think that's the case. What are you doing? I'm already... What? I don't understand why they do that. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Never mind, it's fine.
One,
Okay.
new actual. Awaiting orders.
So, what was I thinking? Take this. We will take... Where is this in here? Somewhere. Take that. Anything else that I can add onto it? No. We will take that. We will add body armor. And bag. We'll take that bag. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no, I was explaining that you'll be very, very disappointed if I ever did get my cock out on stream, because it would be quite frankly, just nothing impressive. Yeah. There we go. And fill my vest with ammunition. 300 rounds should be fine. We will then add a couple grenades, I think. And that should be good enough. Do I continue to try and do things in this town in this town here, or do I just leave it? I think I might just leave it and see if I can actually take out this radio tower. So initially, I was getting a little bit like, I want to try and take that. I was like, I want to. Once I started trying to attack it, I was like, no, I want to take it. But I think I might just try and destroy it. And if I'm going to try and destroy it, I'm going to have to avenge myself from what was from what happened last time. And I think I'm going to try. I'm going to try using the grenade launcher on it, not that. Wait, no, this doesn't have any ammo in it, I just remembered. But it has ammo in it, just not much. Yeah, it's only got 25% ammo. This one's got more ammo in it, so I'll take this. So I'm going to just go and launch a load of these grenades at that tower in a hope that it destroys it. I think also, if I get another one of those destroy or capture the ammo truck missions, I think I should go and actually try and capture it, because if I capture the ammo truck, then I can garage it and it'll replenish the ammo for these. So let's make our way over here. Do I have a GPS on me? I don't, do I? I think if I put have a GPS on me, I can use that to actually find where I am in the world. But I don't know how that works. It's also not really a big problem, because I can kind of figure it out myself. And I'm getting a relatively good idea, at least, of the nearby area of here. Your alarm went off. Are you dreaming? Sorry, am I a dream? Am I your dream? Do I exist solely in your head? Okay. Am I a sentient being that has been brought to life inside your head? I'm glad to be part of your nightmare. Did you... I don't know if I did, but did you somewhat notice that I moved my actual head when moving the in-game head there? Oh. I think I did. I feel like I moved my actual head to look around. Not because of me, everything else. Well, time for me to make it my me. I want it to be me. Okay. I'm not going to have much time to get in there, launch the grenades, and then leave before I get mortared. If I die, I die. I'm not too... I'm not too precious about these vehicles. If I was, I wouldn't be doing something like this with it. Okay, let's get into the gunner. How far away is that? I'm here, so 250 meters. Come on, reload quicker. It's quite it is quite uncomfortable. It is quite not nice really what's happening in the Western Hemisphere currently. What are these towers made out of? Ugh. No matter what I do, it just doesn't work. I can't... doesn't let me destroy it. My only option to destroy it is to go in there with some IEDs and blow it up that way. But I can't get in. That's the difficult part. If I could get in, I could. But the moment that I go anywhere near it, it gets mortared. Like it's current. Like my position's being mortared right now. Well, the position I was in. Oops. But yeah, no, I am. Why do I want to wreck it? Because I'm being told to by Petros. And if I destroy it, then all of everywhere that is currently under its influence, which means that anywhere that's under American influence, will no longer be under anyone's influence. If I capture it, then it's under my influence. But if it's under America's influence, then sorry, if America owns it, then they're under America's influence. If it's just not there, it just no one is. It's under no one's influence, which is like better than nothing. Once you own it, you can repair it, and even if you have destroyed it, they can still repair it as well. But it does mean that anywhere... Oopsie daisy, forgot I didn't own this part of the world. But yeah, once you are if you own a town and that town is under the influence, I don't know what's shooting grenades at me, but if you are somewhere that is under the influence of the Americans, then that means that even if you own a town, if you're not consistently doing things in and around that town, then it can eventually turn back over to the Americans. I don't really know who that is that's shooting at me. I hope they don't follow me to Petros. Oh, it's just a regular patrol. I can trust Petros. I trust Petros with my life. I would stand in front of a steamroller if Petros told me to. Okay. So, like, what's my other option for taking it out? I don't really have any. Other than to try and get in there with an explosive charge and destroy it that way. I don't know which one weighs more. So explosive satchel would be the way to go, or an IED. You tried the French 9.3 lineup for a while. The Mephisto and Santal are fun. The mediums are miserable, both the MX-32 and the 32. I like the way that the AMX-30 series looks. I think they look cool, but the fact that they don't have stabilizers. Wait, no, I do own that part of the town. Oh, it would have just been because of the patrol. The fact they don't have stabilizers at that battle rating, just the idea of them stings a little bit. The 9.3 one does. Ah, okay. Either way, I've never really heard anyone sing the praises of the AMX tanks. So I don't want to commit to a full-on battle right now. If I do this, if I have a GPS on, do I appear on the map? No, I don't. But can I do that? No, but I can do that. They're pretty sluggish on the stock heat experience. What it is, yeah. It's using heat is never fun. Well, it is in a way, but later on, it does end up getting more and more annoying. Early on, it's kind of like early on, it's like all right, it's fine, like it does its job, but then you do get to the Cold War era, and suddenly things become immune to heat, and then it starts to get annoying. It's only annoying early on. I'm glad it's labeled all the fuel stations. Early on, it's good because it's got high penetration, but I still don't really like it because it gets caught on everything, and I'm never sure if it's going to get caught or not. Uh, I wish I could just strap weapons. I wish I could strap um what's it called? Go these IEDs to a car and then just drive in. Could buy a helicopter and just crash it into it, but it's not really worth the money. It's an army outpost. I want to just try something. I'm going to die doing this, but I want to just drive straight into it and see what happens. See if I can get out and like plant an explosive before I get killed. I suppose going in with something armoured would work, but I don't have anything really that's armoured. Although, I could try some... Hold on. Change of plan. Change of plan. It's an expensive plan, but it's a plan. I want to... There is something that you can get that's armoured, and I don't know how armoured it is. You don't have a plane to go with that lineup, although you could buy the Super Saber with the SL. Start grinding a 9.3 plane sounds like SMS Maximus. Give the snail your money. That's not what I want. Nope. Buy Rebel. Oh, it's not like this is actually remarkably cheap. Let's see what happens if I try and take this. Glorious AIM 9Bs. They are great. A good old AIM 9B always gets the job done. If the job is to miss. Unless it's being shot at me, in which it won't miss. Oops. I remember when I first got to IR missile level and was like really excited about getting AIM 9s. And I got them, and I tried them, and I was like, these are terrible. It was the same with AIM 7s. I was like really excited for the prospect of using AIM 7s, and then I got the first AIM 7s of the Phantom. And I was like, these are terrible. They don't do anything. Like the first Phantom you get on the American tech tree just doesn't have flares, doesn't have a gun. And it's like so I tried taking a full lineup of missiles just because I could. Like four AIM 7, 4 AIM 9s, which isn't actually. I think it's like 4 AIM 9s and 4 AIM 7s. And it's like it's cool. You still can't hit anything with it, and you still get shot out the sky before you can even try. Right. So my plan here is to not think about doing anything fancy. This is a sacrificial vehicle. I am also a sacrificial person. I'm going to go in, I'm going to try and plant an IED, and I'm going to try and touch it off before I die. All going well, I will die, and the tower will come down. Ideally, I would have just strapped them to the front of this car, but that doesn't let me do that. Something just exploded, but I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Here we go. No! Small pile of debris. No. No, no, I pressed the put down one again. No, it's fine. It's fine. Shake it off. It's alright. I did it. There we go. I have died, I think. Am I dead? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, there we go. Now I am. I wasn't. It's not terrorism. It's guerrilla warfare. There's a difference. I think because I was reviving when I used the touch off option, it still kind of counted me as dead. So when the bomb went off, it kind of kept me alive.
7050. Fuck, man down. Standing by.
But there we go. See? That like 2 hours that I spent attacking it, didn't have to do that. All I needed to do was just drive in there and on my and plant a bomb, and in my dying breath, let go of the fucking dead man switch. Beautiful. I did it. Now they don't have. Now I can take control of Boar, and maybe even Balota, and possibly even Kamenka. I don't have any Deadman switches now. That's not in this version. I don't know if it's in any of the other ones. I don't know if Ultimate or Plus has Deadman switches. I know that some versions of Outis Life, some of the life servers have Deadman switches if you want to be a rebel. You were a day years old when you learned that IR missiles don't work in clouds. Yep. Because like the cloud is water in it. So like you can't, it's probably just as opaque, just pretty opaque to an IR sensor. I'm looking at like how I'm sitting on the ground, and you can see that I'm actually in front of the ground texture. The ground texture has a normal map or whatever, or a bump map on it to give it the illusion of height. But my player model sits in front of that, so it kind of looks a bit weird. The box does as well. I've never noticed that. The box also sits in front of the height map, at least from this angle. Oh, that's weird. That the more I like move it around, the weirder it looks. I don't like it. Use this, equip that, put on. I don't need to change the outfit that I'm wearing. Equip that. Magazine, magazine. Magazine, 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 magazine. First aid kits. Helmet. Both these have the same. Yeah, they do. They both do the same thing. That's fine. That. I don't need a radio, but I'll take it anyway. Reload that. For some reason, Horvat is apparently still alive. I highly doubt that.
5. Sit rep. Man down.
Yep, definitely did. But yeah, now we can start taking towns. I would like to just do. I think I'll do one final mission. But not like I'm just nothing special. I think I'm just gonna do a logistics mission. No, wait, not that. Support mission. Just to. Oh, it's not even in a town that I want to. Fucking. It's all right. It gets us a little bit of extra money. We'll do this, and I think that might be it for the day. Funny thing. Is that what you've described me as? Earlier I mentioned that I bought the Japanese version of Super Mario Sunshine. I also bought the Japanese versions of Pikmin 1 and 2. I'd never even played Pikmin, but I just wanted them. I made like a list of all the games that I want to acquire, and I also created yeah, I made a list of all the games that I want to acquire. I've made a list of the games that I have. For no reason, I'm probably not going to keep on track of that. I just wanted to. I like the idea of creating a list. There's that's my car from earlier still here. But your stream crashed this moment that I said I bought the Japanese version of Pikmin 1 and 2 for the GameCube. I don't plan on buying a Japanese GameCube, and even if I did, it wouldn't work because we don't have Japanese plugs over here. But I've at least, I've thought about it. I want to buy more Japanese games. I wasn't planning on like collecting many Japanese games, but it was the moment that I got my hands on Mario Sunshine. I there was something about it. It was a moment, an epiphany moment where I was like, I have to have more. And so I want to get more if I can find them because like I've said in the past, they use cardboard boxes with a plastic sleeve on the inside. I could show you, but it's in the other room and I can't bother to go get it. Um, but it's getting ones that have the cardboard sleeve is a little bit harder to find, and having it in a decent condition. I don't want it to be pristine. I'm not that picky, but to have it in a condition that where it looks presentable is all I want. And so finding the games that I want, I haven't seen ones that have the cardboard sleeve with it. You've been fooled more than once by BF-109s and P-51 pilots. They put two red circles on their wings and pretend they were zeros, and you bought it. See, I've that's where I have the excellent technique of just not knowing the difference between them all anyway in the sky, and also like I don't know how to play the BF-109 P-51 or uh the zero. There we go, nice and simple. But we also got one of these towns. I can't remember which town it was. Oh, it was this town. This town fell to us. So we do have quite a lot of towns now. We just in terms of like securing an area, it would be nice to obviously it'd be good to own this outpost here. It'd be good to take here, but I think this town here might be under the influence of this radio tower. I know it's closer to this one, but the radiuses are weird. It'd be good to get Boar and then obviously Kamenka, but they'll probably turn to us eventually. To be fair, when it comes to players in War Thunder making their vehicles look like something else, I have at least I can't like specify an instance when it's happened, but I'm pretty certain I have definitely been fooled by someone covering their tank in like the black spades icon to make it look like they're a destroyed tank. I'm almost certain I've been fooled by that once or twice. And you see that and you think there's no way that they can outdive me. I don't know if the BF-109 is a I don't think that's an energy fighter. I think it's a P-51. It's an energy fighter. I never understood how to get them to how to fly. Alright. I think I might be I think I'm done for the day. I know it's not I know I didn't make it to 4 hours, but I never really intended to. I know that that texture's also weird as well. I know that like at the end of last year, I was like, or maybe it was the start of this year. I was like, I kind of want to stream more, but I, I I don't know if I am going to end up streaming more or if help me, Petros. Petros, help, help, Petros, help, help me. I'm holding forward. Help me, Petros, Petros, help me, Petros. I'm being abducted. Help. How dare you? Um, But no, I know I said that I want to stream more, but I don't know. I don't want to play the Ghost of Michael Jackson. I am. I don't. I've come up with an alternative theory, and that is that if I stream less, then maybe eventually I'll start to stream more. So I don't know how consistent my streaming is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to leave it a week again, though. I will at least say that. I don't know if I'm going to leave it a week. I do feel bad when I don't stream for long periods of time. But no, it's more that if I start forcing myself to stream when I'm not feeling up to it, then I'm going to start hating streaming. And so if I stream more when I feel like doing it, then I'm going to start liking it more. And then hopefully I can stream more in that sense. Because I do find myself, the more when I force myself to stream, like more, like a lot. If I when I've tried to stream, when I've tried to stream every day, I generally hate it more and more. And if I'm not feeling it, which I wasn't all last week, then I know that if I'm going to try and stream, like, because with the last Celeste stream, there's a reason that I haven't uploaded the VOD from that one, is because I was streaming then and I didn't feel like it. The start of the stream was fine, but then over time, I just kind of ended up, hating it, and I just didn't want to, and it kind of just put me off for a little bit. And I think that if I stream just a little bit later, if I'm a little bit more selective with when I stream, then I think I should enjoy it more. Because at the end of the day, you know, not my job. I should be doing it because I enjoy it, and if I'm not, then what am I here for? you know. So the reflection in this gun sight is Altis, I think. There is still a lot of bonus levels to do. Wait, no, I don't think it is Altis. I don't know what the reflection is in that gun this. I think that might just be a real picture. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I don't think I'm not necessarily done with Celeste. I'll probably I do plan on coming back to it, but I also just wanted to play a little bit more of this because while I've still got I'm hoping by next week to have another Arma 3 video done from the other two streams. It should be a little bit shorter than the other Arma stream video, unless I use this. I don't know if I'm going to use the entire stream. Only the first 50 minutes of this stream had anything too exciting going on. Not that I didn't enjoy the other parts of the stream, just that was the action-packed part of the stream, was the first 50 minutes, because that was when I was fighting the Bradley, and I was trying to take Prigozhin, so I might just keep that. I might just use that. I'll see how that goes. Also, if I just say to myself, only use the first 50 minutes, and maybe that bit about destroying the tower. Oh, actually, because I'm going to probably put the tower destroying in the next video that comes out. And so if I could like end it with this. It don't matter. The stream seems to be dying a little bit, actually. At some point during all this, I dropped 6,800 frames. So I'm gonna go, and I will see you next time I stream, whenever that may be. So thank you for watching. There'll be a video out soon. I'll probably stream between now and the next video, but we'll see, because it's actually not taking as long as I thought it would to edit. I only started this morning. Don't worry about it. So we'll see. But no, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. So take care, and wait. And yeah, sorry, no, I got very distracted. I looked at my stream deck and I saw the word pervert, and I had no idea. And my head was like completely blanked on why I had the word pervert on my stream deck. And I was like, what will happen if I press that button? And I remembered that it's the camera that I used to have. I've still got up there. It's not plugged in. Anyway, that's it. Completely forgot about that. I just saw the word pervert and got terrified. That's it. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Shit, the button doesn't fucking work. Did now.